In 2003, I think it was, a group of Americans went to Iraq and they were part of a human shield project to protect infrastructure sites and other important social sites from US airstrikes during the invasion. One of them was Tom Hurndall, who was the American who was shot by a sniper to protect a Palestinian child from Zionist forces. Yeah, he was one of the members of that group who went to Iraq during the invasion. So certain people have a right to defend themselves and certain people don't. I think it was Lord, maybe, who said that like your oppressor will never permit you the tools to dismantle the system, or you're never going to receive their blessing that you're resisting in the right way. The right way is one that's convenient for them and doesn't disrupt their 3-day weekend, or that doesn't cut into them, you know, spending time with their second home. So just keep in mind that the state does not have a monopoly on violence. The Palestinian resistance struggle is legitimate and justified in resisting a power that would rather spray sewage on Palestinian homes than offer a hand of peace and reconciliation. So, but for October 7th, there were children kept in that were kidnapped. There were victims of Israeli violence who had their organs stolen, which is why the liberal view on Israel is that it's great because it has the largest skin bank, the largest organ bank in the world. Decolonial view is that it has the largest organ bank because they rob organs from Palestinians they murder. So if anyone remembers the hack at 23andMe, which took place several months ago, coincidentally, Israelis are not allowed to get DNA tests because it would prove that they are not indigenous to the Levant or anywhere near there. They're from Eastern Europe, and the Israeli government knows that and, you know, is smart enough to at least attempt to cover their tracks. So Mossad took a proactive step to erase anything that could prove otherwise. And then the last, Americans, they treat history and international conflict like a modern warfare game. They see things not only very black and white, but are not aware of their cognitive bias or, you know, how the narrative that they purport is very narrow. The world's view of an American capitalist and a Westerner is to consume as much as possible. And not only that, but they have the right to consume anything, no matter how violently it has been obtained. That 12 or 14 karat ring may have passed through the digestive tract of a Congolese worker, but, you know, hey, their reception is really nice, so who cares? Americans are very nonchalant, very callous towards the suffering that we inhibit, that happens at our request, with our blessing, with our dollars. One of the things that Americans like to say makes them so free is the right they have to defend their land by any means. And things like Jim Crow and property laws such as trespassing of all origins and the criminalization of Black people and the violent persecution that they were under at the hands of white Southerners who are eerily similar to Zionists. But one of the things that emerged from the Jim Crow and Reconstruction era was the Castle Doctrine, which meant that white people could kill Black people and say that they felt threatened and get away with it. So I thought, what if people, oppressed people of America, as well as through other means, began applying for refugee status in Iran and China and Russia. The international embarrassment that would cause America to see people deflecting to their sworn enemies. But